Excuse me, I'm kind of like Todd. Would you know it? I got to tell you one thing, I'm very immensely proud to be part of this family that you guys brought me in. Peyton, Carrington, Jeff, Lisa, Todd, Kim, Shirley, sister from another mister. See, he laughed at me. Huge gift. You know, when I was growing up, I come from a very dysfunctional family, and when I got clean and sober, I picked my family after that. And my family of origin, my blood family isn't the same as what I get to pick. And Jim was one of those chosen few. I want to know, and I know this already, that in this room, how many people have Jim's hearing aids in? Quite a few, right? See this? It's not patients at the nursing home. It just helped. It was everyone. He loved life, and he took it all by the seat of his pants, you know. And I remember when I first met Jim, people were talking in rehab about this nice man that was coming to Foz. And he's just so smart, and he cares, and he's just, that's why I had to go meet him. And we talked quite a bit for about a month and a half. I didn't realize that he was one of me. But I told him about this time when I used to be in this group called Alcoholics Anonymous. And Alcoholics Anonymous gave me this life, therefore I live it, and I don't need it anymore. And I had been about a few months, or a few years away from Alcoholics Anonymous. And he said, you got to try to give it a chance. Give it a chance again. You know what? He saved my life. Because I was heading down a road of bitterness and anger and sorrow with the advent of my son drinking and drugging and my daughter going awry and things. And so little did I know that he knew the program as well as I did. And he pulled me back. So he saved my life. And that I owe him immensely for. And so when he passed, his family gave me his big book. You guys really should read what he wrote in here about you guys. It's pretty amazing stuff. Preston, did you tell him about it? No, you know, he just faced life without fear. You know, he was scared, but he wasn't fearful. He was scared of the unknown, but not fearful of it, you know. And he used to say, false evidence appearing real. Because he knows that he's more than just his body that's failing. We spent many, many, many hours out on the boat. Talking. Our last boat ride was in July, just before he got really sick. And we went out and, you know, he wasn't doing so good physically, but just to be out there warmed his spirit. We sat out in the middle of the lake, just off of where he moors his boat, for 3.5 hours easy. And we didn't move. We just sat there and we talked. And we didn't talk about, you know, the words in between the words was the true communication that we had. The man was a giant. I don't think he went anywhere without leaving a gold nugget for somebody. You know, just a little gold nugget to leave behind. He loved Seafair. He loved that crowd of people. I don't know how many hundreds of pictures we got of this blur of blue angels flying above our heads. And we're like, wow, can you feel that? That was amazing. Amazing. You know, and to find somebody that loved it as much as I loved it. I can say. You love St. Patty's Day, right, guys? You love to dance as Irish chick. You love snow skiing. You took me up, you know, I learned how to snow ski when I was 49, shortly after I broke my leg. I do things a little weird, you know. He says, well, let's go up this, you know, I've been going up the bunny slope for a while. He says, well, let's go up this one slope and we'll try it out. And just moguls all the way down, right? Dad, what is he thinking? Well, I got down there and I was a little angry with him. And he says, you know, I think you're ready for the backside. The backside of Stevens, okay? So my wife was laughing, saying, really? So we went down, we went up on the backside, and he says, just follow my voice, because it was so foggy I could not see. And you can hear the humming of the power line. And everybody else went down to the bottom, and he was with me all the way down. He never left my side. I didn't see him, but I could hear him. Come on, you're doing fine. I gotta get you off this hill. I'll never hear the end of it. But we made it, you know. And you know, I know that in his last days, we talked about when he was getting ready to go over to the other side. Lisa said, act like it's a ski slope. You've never been down it. Just jump off. Go. It's okay to go. And he finally let go. Now he's sitting down the backside now. You know? He's a magical man. He knew that life was a magic trick and he was the magician. One of the things that we love together is a spiritual book. It's called Conversations with God. And we both studied that book very much, the whole series of books. And one of his favorite statements right from that book was, if you don't go within, you go without. And he knew that God wasn't out there. God is out there, but he's also starts right here. And he's never dead. He's never dead. When he lives in my heart, he'll never die. So I'm just grateful to be part of this family. And thank you for taking me in, as flawed as I am. We've really done a lot together in these last few months, haven't we? Lisa and I, we share texts back and forth now. We're over 312 texts since July, so you hold the record. And I never text anybody until then, so. Anyway, I'm just grateful that I'm here to honor his life. And remember, he's only a thought away. I gotta tell you, last night, 2 o'clock in the morning, I get online because I can't sleep, and I'm going on Facebook, and I've got this addiction to Facebook. But I don't play games. And, you know, on the sidebar that tells you who's online, Jim's light was on. So I get on, I clicked on his name, and Jim, question mark. He didn't reply, thank you. Because I don't think I'd be here if I was. But somebody was messing with me, and I know it was Jim, because I could see that little crooked walk, you know, and that crooked, in those pointy ears. What a blessing, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Tim. Peyton's going to sing another song now, Temporary Home, and we'll have some time after she sings to just have some brief reflections if anybody wants to say a special tribute to Jim before we go out into the fellowship hall a little later for a reception. We've got mics on each side, so we want to try to keep that time a little bit brief, but if you have something you'd like to share, that'd be great. This is great to hear about his life and to see you celebrating and really paying tribute to him. He would like that a lot. So, Peyton?